So I pulled this card earlier, having to do with maturity, a level of maturity that you've reached, and someone within your space is expecting you to kind of give back now. They see that you've reached a position of control and power because you've ignored their antics and their tantrums, etc. And now it's like they want even more from you now that you are above them. Like some at some point you might have been beneath them just because it's part of the process of growing. This could be a parent, someone who's treating you as if you're their parent. But I'm getting like at some point you might have been beneath this person and then you grew up, but they didn't. They've always been begging for your attention, expecting something from you. And now that you have moved on, it's like they doubled down and wanting from you. They could be trying to delay your progress in some way. So I'm just going to read this energy, but I feel like it's very important that you kind of get the message that you need and then allow them to just kind of disappear in the background, because that's where I feel like they belong. Adventure, excitement. Yeah, you definitely have more ahead of you, more going for you than what's kind of trying to hold you back. A new marital affair. I read that as a new marital affair, but it literally says new material offer. So someone could be coming in with a proposal, or maybe you're leaving this old toxic family behind to start your own family. And now you kind of just have this new added experience on what you don't want to be, you don't want to become. So if you see any signs of this in the future, it's like, okay, that's not what I want. And whoever they are, could possibly be viewing this situation as you being selfish, because they want you to stay in their life. They want you to continue feeding into their energy, whoever this is. But yeah, again, I feel like it's really important that you get the message from that and then just kind of move on from it and focus more on this adventure, this exciting adventure. What exciting adventure are you about to experience and explore? There's definitely a connection here. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Some blessings coming towards you. Yeah, like somebody is trying to do something with your energy that you might not have agreed to, and they're going to keep trying to force it on you, whatever it is they want for you, even if it's just you being in poverty, and you're not going to accept it. But what you are going to accept is the fact that these people want you to live in poverty. And that's just a blessing to know who your haters are, who your enemies are, so you can love them even more. You have Queen of Discs in reverse and Truce. Yeah, so whoever this is that was pinning you to the ground or causing you to feel this way because of their toxic, overbearing energy, um, you don't have to fight that anymore. You just accept the fact that some people are this way and just evolve, grow in person. Someone who isn't affected by other people's toxic energy. Okay. And it's just that simple. For some people, it's really just that simple. You move into this new world and this new space, this new element where you're not trying to impress anyone. You don't have to follow anyone's rules. You've been through enough to write your own script and do what you want. Trust the universe has a plan for you. Trust that everything's going to be okay and already is okay. Also, yeah, it's like there's so much that happened for this situation to play itself out. Again, I'm getting this because I feel like you had some people following behind you who didn't mean you well. And whoa, I didn't realize. Okay. like they're not going to realize just how tricky this situation is. When they try to follow you, they're going to get caught up and trapped in so much. Like at this point, you are alone. They're like miles and miles, even possibly galaxies away from you, twisted up and tangled up in their own traps. Whatever they try to set for you, keep moving forward. You got this. Wherever you're going, no one can hold you back. Not even animals, not even your pets. Because that could be something that could be going on for someone. Someone's pet could be kind of a spoiled brat, which is adorable in many cases. But at the same time, you do have to take your own space and your own time and go off and enjoy yourself so that you can continue to provide for these little ones who depend on you. So it's not necessarily an evil situation, because I feel like you've matured to a level where you don't really have to consider people as evil monsters anymore, even if you did in the past. You can love these little ones. You have spells and rituals, bring magic, self-care together. So there's something that you want right now that's going to require a spell. So I actually was hearing this earlier, like, is this something that's going to need a spell? Like, are you going to have to do spell work for this energy? And I feel like it's going to be something new and interesting, and possibly something that you can enjoy and just see the results of actually following a ritual and casting some sort of a spell for your own situation, your own prosperity. That may resonate with some people. Courage, truth, shadow work for others. It just maybe you're work and realizing your power and your worth and how much energy you have access to. So let's just see. Yeah, some people tangled up, thrown into pieces. Somebody still may feel crumpled up, like they still need to do some stretching before the run. And then I'm feeling like whoever was following you, they never really left their bed. They were just kind of listening to you work out in your own space. Like they heard you running on a treadmill or something. But that running on a treadmill led you to go running on the street. And then, as still at the same time, you're running on the street and the people who are watching you are driving in the car. Technically, they're sitting down while you're running. You're doing so much work, but it may seem like people are passing you by. And also the work that your people have had so much to say about it, they weren't doing anything at all. So I'm seeing you as progressing, steadily progressing while your environment is changing. And so you're going to analyze and observe this environment in a different way. And just realize that your worth has changed. Your value has increased. You've always been important, but now you're even more important. Physical and emotional healing. Yeah, you're being healed. And somebody is being healed from something that they might have been suffering from for a very long time. Yeah. They could have been like maybe not even mobile. Maybe somebody, it could have been psychological, but at the same time, somebody's legs weren't working. Somebody's legs weren't working in a sense that they just weren't getting up and moving. And now they're moving. Now they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, what they were expected to be doing. What's missing here? There's a lot going on that you haven't seen. The Fool card in reverse. Something that you've constantly been doing in the past. You could be an athlete that just momentarily lost their or seemed like they kind of forgot about their athletic abilities. But you're getting back into your mode. You're getting back on that bike. You have muscle memory for this. And also you were once great. That's what I'm hearing. You were once great. And so you going backwards is actually like claiming your throne. Like, you are a very powerful force to be reckoned with. And you're going to get your justice. You're going to get what you deserve. Much more than what you're asking for. You're going to get it and more. And you're going to be comfortable and confident within this new space, because I feel like if anything, you're going to get your memory back, like remembering who you are and that this is normal. Like, you might have been around people who were impressed by the most basic things. And now you're like, okay, well, I'm not trying to impress these people anymore, because I'm not going to ever accomplish anything in life if I keep trying to do what they think is special, because it's really so far beneath my standards of what I consider to be successful. So you go after your own dreams and you impress yourself and do what you think is and special. And I feel like doing that, you're completely leaving these people in the dust. They don't even have access to you to comment on what you're doing. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Wow. Okay. Yeah, like, some people are trying to figure you out. They don't really understand. They're like, slow down, explain yourself. I don't get it. You don't have to explain yourself to those people. If they don't understand you, they don't understand you. Just keep going. Keep moving forward. Like, they're trying to get themselves tangled up, but it's like they don't want to walk beside you. They want you to carry them on your back. And this is energy I feel like you definitely, whoever this is resonating with this, like, you definitely know what's going on. They're trying to slow you down because they see you as being strong and they want you to carry them. So to some people, it may seem like they're pretending to be stupid, but I feel like they're not at all. They're very smart, possibly even geniuses, because they get what they want. They don't necessarily want the same things you want, but they want what they want and they go after it. But I feel like pretending to be dumb is part of sometimes it's part of their tactics. They do switch things up. But yeah, they do act like they don't understand just so they can slow you down and get you to explain things to them. And meanwhile, they're just kind of tying their souls to you. A soul tie. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, someone is saying, I'm sorry. Yeah, so they're switching up their tactics in some way. They can admit quickly to defeat, you got me there, but still trying to tie themselves to you. So just keep going. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, they're definitely trying to, or these people have been uprooted in some ways. But I feel like it's because they want to expand in some way, almost like a weed. Like, they want to leave where they are and follow you where you are so they can kind of take over where you're going and lay down the new rules for your life. And, explain to me what you're doing so that I can tell you what to do and not to do and how you're doing it wrong. Okay? Yeah, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Yeah, you're creating a new world for yourself where things just work out and nobody can really understand why. Nobody can really copy your blueprint. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's definitely not going to be fair. And a lot of people are not going to be able to reach your level. But you're going to have everything that you wanted. Homesick for the stars, longing for home. And I'm hearing that the lyrics, when we fall, I think this is how it goes. We fall on clouds. So someone is like, even in their lowest state, is still above the drama and the chaos that was tangling them up in the past. And that's just normal and natural for you. Yeah, so just keep moving forward. And also don't try to understand people to understand you. Like, yeah, somebody definitely needs to keep moving without skipping a beat. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. That's interesting. Because I feel like with that energy, it's this breath of the cosmos. Like you're so connected and tapped into the universe as far as your manifestations go, that you can literally just kind of type into the search engine or the search bar, the search menu, what you want, and it's going to bring it right back to you like a search. Powerful stuff here. Again, this is not for everybody. This is like when you're on this page to such an extent that you probably just kind of thought of these things and now it's coming back to you. So it's confirmation for some people. And for those who don't resonate with you, they just won't be on your level. Like you're definitely going to leave some people behind with this energy. Some people are going to be very confused by your behavior, your choices. Things are not going to make sense for a lot of the people trying to connect with you, trying to mirror you. I feel like they're going to stumble and fall. Like realize that the mirror is a piece of glass. That's the element and the energy that I'm getting from this. Like they're like being scattered like grains of sand and you're just chilling on the beach. Whereas before they might have had such a hold on you that it was almost like they were your identical twin. And they felt so achieved and accomplished within themselves for copying you and pretending that your accomplishments were their accomplishments. Very interesting energy. So they just don't have access to you like they did before. And almost like you're a stone. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Like they're looking up to you. Or they might have been copying your energy before, but now you're just like a statue. They don't even know that you're there. Because that's how quickly they move from one thought to the next and one commitment to the next. They just that your world kind of slows down around them. You're becoming increasingly more powerful the more you meditate, the more you speak truth into yourself. Yeah, so I'm definitely hearing these people from your past apologizing, but they want you to feel sorry. They're not actually sorry. They just know that you have the ability to empathize. And so they want you to feel sorry for them. Okay. That's not going to happen. So they're definitely getting left behind even further and further. I see you coming into some wealth because you open your heart to accepting the wealth that is already yours. So it's a different way to phrase this. Like you're withdrawing. You don't have to beg and plead and none of those things. You're just kind of like acknowledging the wealth within. And nothing from the outside really contributes to who you are within. I feel like you could possibly be a giver, but also like you could be absorbing as well. You just don't necessarily separate yourself from what's going on around you. You know, a lot of energy going both ways for you. It's not something that you have to cling to or hold on to with this Queen of Pentacles here. So I'm getting that this money coming in is most likely going to bend right away, whatever it is. Like you already know what you're spending it on. Even if you don't know what you're spending it on, it's just like you're definitely not going to be hoarding and saving. And for some people, it's like you just live your life. And you could be making huge purchases Like you get this money, you buy a house, you get this money, you buy a car. It's just like I'm seeing like you paying cash, whatever it is. Yeah, like it's so easy for you to spend. Whereas somebody else in your situation, not really understanding um how you get where you are because you don't hold on, you let go. They may be so they could be in poverty with the same income because they hoard it. They're afraid to lose. And even with the same energy, you may be operating with the same energy because you absorb from your environment, but you just know how to use it to your benefit. So the people following you and trying to copy and steal or whatever is like it's not affecting you in any way. If anything, it's blessing you. So you bless, they curse. Yeah, but you do something special with this money coming in. The way you invest it, it just changes your situation from one to the next. Because it doesn't seem like there's much of a difference from the inside and the outside. This magic energy, you're casting a spell on someone. Or maybe the people who were affecting you in a negative way are kind of getting what they have coming, or something. Like someone else put a spell on them. Like they put themselves in harm's way by attacking you. And now they're open and vulnerable to more cunning entities, people who don't say no. This could be a lover of yours. So I'm just going to read what I see. I feel like someone is coming in who's connecting with you because you guys are on the same page. But you are feminine or the masculine. I feel like you guys are, whatever the case may be, like you're a partner. Like you're one is doing one thing, the other is doing another thing. And so whoever was antagonizing you, they didn't realize that you had another half. Like they didn't realize that you had a partner that you're working with. And so when this person comes in, they're, I feel like, even more willing to say yes to whatever it is they're throwing at you, yes to whatever energy they're piling up on you. And you guys become a very wealthy power couple. But also, like, whoever was bothering you in the past is definitely immobile at this point and capable of lifting a finger to attack you, because whoever this other person is coming in is biting the hand that feeds them. Let's just say that. But it's taken out of context. Okay. It's growing. Is this what it says? Grounding. Okay, but you could also be growing something in the ground. Someone laying down roots. Yeah, like these people thought they were going to scare you away, but you actually laid down roots, possibly getting married to someone within the area, raising a family in the area. The families that you're raising is very successful, possibly taking over positions of power within the government, working for the city or something. Like you just kind of own this area, this land. So this is a reading that's really kind of stretching far into the future. But this is something that I'm picking up from this. Like someone is coming in to rescue you from the situation, but at the same time, the people who are attacking you are the ones that really need help. And you offer your forgiveness. But I'm seeing you taking action as well. So they offered an apology. You accept their apology. You offer them you offer them your forgiveness. They don't accept it. is a problem that they have. This is why they live in poverty. They're unwilling to open their heart. And this is also a spiritual poverty. It's not just about money, who has the most money or whatever the case may be. With the Wheel of Fortune, it could very well be about money, the Wheel of Fortune. It could very well be about money. The difference here, level of income. Maybe you're changing your level of income. Maybe at some point you were below the poverty line and then you moved up, but you didn't move out. And you're still doing the same end, but you're doing so much more with it than they are. Like, you're making millions off of this energy. But again, the energy is coming like it's a resource. Like, you're making money off of the land, whereas though they're just kind of like begging and pleading for help. You're growing crops, you're selling crops, you're building other properties and renting space, and it's just like so much is going for you, but also like it's coming almost like you're getting it for free. Like, it's free energy here because it just keeps coming towards you and you don't say no to it. Even if someone else in the situation would say, oh, that's toxic, I don't want that in my life. No. You're saying yes. Yes. More. Oh, and that's the difference here. So somebody definitely doesn't want you to leave their grip. Somebody sees that you've figured out that you figured out the magic secret, or is this ritual, this spell, this money magic you're doing where you control your life. You control the voice in your head. The voice that controls your life and your environment, that you speak to the certain and you see what you want to see and it shows you what you say. You're doing that for yourself, whereas other people don't have the ability or the access to tell you who you are and what you're doing and what you're capable of. Also, you can use the power that they had before, because they do have energy. They do have power and a whole lot of it. And they just keep feeding it into you. So you don't have to say no to that. All right, let's close up this energy. You have the Emperor in reverse here. I feel like you just really fit right into this community. Like, whoever this is, you really fit right into where you are and where you live, because you are a natural born leader. You naturally control yourself and what's going on around you. So it was fated for you to succeed in some way. It was inevitable. You were definitely going to win. You're definitely going to receive this Wheel of Fortune, especially because you're so consistent. And it's also like your consistency is just nature. It's just second nature for you to continue doing what you do. Like, it's almost like you just have the rhythm you fall into. Some people might have said you had an addictive personality because they were jealous. But again, their voice has no access to your engine. So they wanted to call it an addictive personality, but really you're just consistent and you do what you want. It could have to do with your journaling, writing down what you want. Whoa, I just feel like someone's trying to see your thoughts through your mind. Like, they're trying to look at your face and look in your eyes and read your mind in some way. Those people are sick. All right. They're not going to get anything out of you that you aren't given to them in the first place. And I feel like you definitely can take control of the situation. Yeah, you being in a meditative state is good for you. Somebody trying to steal your energy and attack you is not good for them. This energy work that you're doing right now is very powerful. Look for fairies. Okay. So I been getting some fairy-like energy recently, and I felt like somebody was going to do some research on this world. Like, is something happening here? Maybe this is not something you've ever tapped into before. Like, I feel like this is somebody who's very much grounded on your business, on your work, even if you're using rituals and spells and spiritual magic to manifest this physical world. I feel like it's somebody who's very much focused on their coin. But at the same time, there's something going on with this fairy world. Something that you're going to be spending some time discovering. It could be new energy there. Take your time, tread lightly and carefully, whatever it is, because there's good and evil in every situation, if that's how you think dualistically. I just feel like there's always different sides. From what I can tell, not all fairies are friendly, is what I'm getting. Some of them do have tricks and schemes. Whatever the case may be, just take it slowly and do your research. That is coming up. I didn't even realize that was in the deck. So, and I'm still just feeling like to keep going here.